Self-care is one of those buzzwords. Would you agree? There seems to be always a lot of self-care tips, but do we actually do it? Let's get into it. My name is Amanda G from Amanda G Global, and today I'll share my self-care tips with you as some motivation for you maybe to get inspired and encourage your own self-care, because self-care is really important. Why I believe self-care is so important is because we are all here to have an individual journey. So when it is an individual journey, the only person that we can be worried about is ourselves. And what we sometimes experience is that we give our energy, we give our time, attention, affection, everything out to others and forget about our self-care. However, I know if you're a mother and you're watching this, sometimes that feels like it's impossible to give to yourself before you give to anyone else. Let me tell you, this is just programming and we can do it. There is a way, but we have to believe we can, because we're actually playing the victim when we believe we can't. What we want to focus on is our own self. If we don't focus on our own self, we cannot give to anyone else. Bottom line, when we don't focus on ourselves, our life becomes chaotic. The people around us become chaotic. Our household becomes chaotic. This is why it's so important. I know for me, I thrive in a calm, peaceful environment, being my home environment. I know if I don't look after myself, my environment, my home life is chaotic. Over the years, I've really learned because I was one of those people that always put myself second. I would always make sure that everyone else was cared for, and I would put everything at the bottom of the list for myself, to the point of going shopping and buying everyone else clothes or whatever they needed, and didn't even come into my perspective about what can I buy myself. And this is what happens to many mothers. Please, if you're watching this and you're like, yep, this is exactly why we need to bring about these self-care routines. Self-care is number one for us to move forward and enjoy our own life, feel calm and content and centered and grounded before we can focus on anything else. What do I do? My morning routine is actually my most powerful time in the morning. I wake up earlier than anyone else in the household to do my spiritual practice. Now, this can look a little bit different depending on what you've been practicing before and where you're at with your life journey. This could be as simple as taking 5 minutes to sit with yourself, or this could be an hour, whatever you want to do. It can involve meditation, journaling, sitting in silence, whatever feels good for you. That is the main thing. It's got to feel good. It can't be feeling like this is a chore. Why am I doing this? If it is feeling like that, it's not the right thing. Try a different method. There's so many self-care practices that we can trial and test. We don't have to be perfect at one. We can trial and test what feels good for us. That's the power that we have. For me, it's getting up earlier. Getting up earlier than the household. The house is quiet. I'm able to sit in my own energy and really dive into what it is that I'm wanting to achieve for the day. What is my guidance? What is coming through for me to focus on? How I can serve in a bigger capacity? All of these things. For you as a mum, it might be just, how can I navigate my day today to be more joyful, to be more happy, to be more calm and peaceful, whatever it may be. Then I also value physical activity. So for me, physical exercise is so important for me to release some fire and balance and ground me, because if I don't, that also creates chaotic energy. So as bodies enjoy the movement, we feel good, we feel refreshed. It's helping us reset everything and to get clear, to focus on something different for a period of time where we don't have to think about all the other stuff. And so this makes us feel good. We give to ourselves, we give to our body, and that helps us get through the day. It helps us ground and anchor to what's in store for us. That's really important. I've always eaten healthy, and so I know some people probably struggle with eating healthy, but eating healthy allows everything to function properly. When we're finding that we are eating foods that don't feel good for us, usually what we can do is 2 hours later, if you're feeling sluggish, if you're feeling tired and that you have no energy, something in that food that you've eaten 2 hours ago is affecting you, right? So you want to make sure that we can fuel our body and our minds and our soul with nourishing food. It all has to support one another. So when we're focusing on our mind, body, and soul, everything has to feel good for us. Otherwise, there's no point doing it. And this is why we have to find what feels good for us in our practices, in our self-care. Taking a bath is a great self-care practice. Having a skincare routine, having a space where you sit in your own energy, that's also self-care. Self-care could be going for a walk by the water or going for a walk in nature, going for a walk in the rainforest. We have to put ourselves first. Therefore, we have to make sure that this becomes part of our routine. Whatever feels good, we want to keep rinsing and repeating. So that becomes just the normal everyday thing. And that's how we keep ourselves balanced. That's how we keep ourselves centered. We find we can put ourselves first because everyone else around us is happier, is more content. Why? Because we are. That's the thing. We've got to put this energy into ourselves to be able to serve everyone else. And when our mind, body, and soul is all in this connection, we are finding more ease, flow, and grace with life, and more empowerment, more confidence, more love, more appreciation, more respect, and more gratitude for everything that we experience. And that's just some of what we do in my Essence of Potential program, which is launching super soon. So keep your eyes peeled because this one you're not going to want to miss. This one is going to help you find yourself, find your center, find your balance, find that person that we know is there, but maybe you've just become lost in the process along the way as we keep giving out and not being open and receptive to receiving the nourishment and the love and appreciation that we give to ourselves because we've let it all go and draining our own energy by pushing it out to other people. It allows us to really focus on mind, body, and soul, which is the philosophy behind Essence of Potential. If this interests you, if you feel, yes, this has sparked an interest and you want to know more before the actual launch date, please DM me. I would love to have a chat with you and map out your self-care success so you can start feeling more empowered in your own decisions that have you focus on you. Focus on, okay, how can I better serve myself today? How can I take some time out to nourish myself because I know this is going to support myself and my family and everything else that goes on with that. Much love, beautiful souls. Please look out for the launch of the Essence of Potential. I'm super excited and I would love for you to join me. Much love and energy.